Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky Beyond, and before we get into what we're going to be doing in this part, I want to just mention that I've now reached the point in the main mission that I reached before I managed to get killed. So from now on we are moving a little bit into uncharted territory to a certain degree, because in this part what I want to do is we're going to work on building the mine arc for Artemis, and the first step in that is we have to mine cadmium. In order to mine cadmium, we need to go to a red star, which means we've then got to upgrade the laughing gnome and put in a cadmium drive. So there's a number of steps that we're going to need to do this, and just to give you a bit of an update of what we're going to be doing. So the first thing we've got to do is create a soul engine. You can see down here is that there's we need 120 cadmium and a living pearl, and I think they're probably going to start with putting in the cadmium drive, and kind of want to move things around a little bit here. And this is one of the nice advantages of the update. We're going to move that there, I think, and then we're going to move that there, and then I think we can then put in the cadmium drive here. I've actually bought some wiring looms in order to do that. We've got the chromium metal, so we're just going to put this in. So we've now got a cadmium drive, and I know in the previous video I said I was going to upgrade the warp drive in my hauler, but I think, to be honest, this is probably my better warp ship, and what I'll probably do is use the hauler eventually as my in-system ship. And we got this here. Is that actually a water world? It says it. I mean, it looks a bit like a water world. I just want to go down and check this, because we do need a pearl. So I think maybe we need to drop down on this poisonous planet first. I mean, if it's not a water world, then, well, we'd go and find a red system. I think if I can get a pearl pretty quick off the bat, that would be quite a useful start. Everything's a little bit out of focus. I can't see. I think this is a water world. Yes, it is. Well, that's a bit of an opportunity. What we need to do now is find an island or something to put down on. So I'm just going to drop down on the edge. And also, hopefully, this will not be an extreme planet. So, what have we got? Alkaloid there, bountiful flora, sparse sentinels, thank you. Now, what we need to find is, that's what I'm looking for, it's an armoured clam. And I'm not sure if I've got the... we got no ammonium, so I mean I could. Not sure if I've got the resources to make. Yeah, I can make some batteries, and then we can drop in 3 of them there. That's a little bit far away, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to swim there. If we swim across the surface to get a bit closer, that should help. Just gonna get in here and use that capsule up. Some creatures there as well. So we're gonna... And this is all good cash. Got one at 288, 269. Where's the pearl gone? There it is, their armoured clam. Right, we're going to dive down, and we're going to have to try and make this as quick as possible so that we don't run out of oxygen. And yeah, great. No oxygen protection. We're going to have to do this very, very quick. I'm just going to curve in and shoot straight to the surface again. Okay, we're going to survive. Oxygen levels critical. Oh, he just made it to the surface. I know I should have put in an aeration survival kit. I'm not sure if I've even got one, to be honest. So a quick look. Yeah, got no silver, no copper. Never mind. We've got the pearl, and that's all that counts. We're just going to shoot back to the ship. I mean, there is an upgrade that allows you to move faster underwater, but I don't want to clog my inventory up completely with this. I'm just going to get out the water. Can't see anything else here, so I'm just going to jump straight into the ship. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Going to get up into space. So here we are. We are up in space. Now we're going to see if we can find a... Is that actually pointing at it? That is actually a red system. Let's just have a cadmium detected. Well, they're suggesting going here. We'll take their advice. Music's building. Now I don't actually see... I'm not seeing a space station in this system, which is interesting. But I do have a solution for this, and this is a little bit of an exploit. That is, if we summon in the anomaly, we can use this as a space station. But true, we can't sell anything. But what it does mean is I can... Okay, thank you, game. It's because this ship doesn't have that much capacity. Right, now we've got somewhere to operate from. Let's just have a look at this unknown planet. Great. It says aggressive sentinels. So it means we're going to have a little bit of some fun here. I'm just seeing if we can find anything that's a little bit more friendly, because I'd like to actually explore things a little bit. Aggressive sentinels, thank you. Stellar corruption detected. Cadmium, phosphorus, silver. Okay, looks like we're going to have to go for... Trouble is, this is a fungal planet and I don't have the protection. I would rather have another planet with a protection I've actually got. Okay. Also got hostiles coming in. Great. Let's see what comes in and see if we're going to fight them. Yeah, where are you? Now we're going to be fighting in an asteroid belt, so looks like there's only one of them, although that doesn't mean anything here. If you want to... Oops, there you are. Hey, stop running around. Yep. Well, freighter. So we got a little bit of resources out of that. Oh. You are starting to bore me, game. Okay. Right, what's that planet there? Undiscovered. Well, at least we won't have to worry about environmental protection, so we're going to go for this planet. Yep, there's plenty of water on this planet. That means we could have picked up a pearl here, but There's nothing like being wise in hindsight. Now the problem's going to be is finding cadmium, because it's probably going to be a little bit difficult to spot with all these trees and all that around. We may actually have to drop down and do a scan on foot. Come on, game, don't mess about. Oh, I've never seen that before. Let's just fly over here. Now, I've never seen that before in No Man's Sky. Like a cone stuck out completely out the surface of the ground. Absolutely no significant. Well, it looks like there's some resources here that could be worth picking up. So maybe we're just going to drop down here and see what we can find. We're just going to have to scan for it, I think. Thank you. Painfully hot rain. Oh, cool. They're on us already. Wait, can you just... Silver deposit. Paraffinium. Paraffinium. Cadmium deposit. The ship's in the way. What's this? 300. Paraffinium, silver deposit. Right, we're going to head for the cadmium deposit. I'm going to try and just outrun the sentinels. Just check the train manipulators. 100%. Boltcaster fully loaded. What's that up over here? Saw something. That's paraffinium. I mean, this could be a really... Oh, great. Superheated rainstorm. Now, with a superheated rainstorm, it probably means I'm going to get cooked. Sentinels on my tail as well. We're going to... Right, here's the cadmium. First thing we're going to do is all in our ship. Because we may have to get out of here really quickly. Plus with a superheated storm coming in. Oops. What? There's a creature there. We're certainly going to go for the scan. Let's see if we can go for the smallest possible one. We can get as much of this as possible. If I sound nervous, it is that I am nervous, because we are at the same point that I got killed last time, and in some ways this is a bit of a similar situation to when I got killed. Right, we've got enough resources, but I would like to pick up a bit extra just to make it worthwhile. So 125, 126. At least the storm seems to be keeping off the sentinels. Right, that's saying about 250. I think we're going to go with one recharge of the train manipulator, though there is a sentinel creeping up on us. I think one full charge cycle. That's it, we're empty. Now I'm just going to jump in the ship. Ooh. And to make the soul engine, we actually need 3 plates, which means we need ferrite dust. Do I really want to hang around on here to pick up some? Let's scan that. Now we are going to attract the attention of the sentinels here soon, but hopefully every planet in this system is hostile. We might as well just go for it. Why are these always unidentified? What I should have done is made the steel plates before I started this. And well, what I shouldn't have done is not turned all my ferrite dust into pure ferrite. I'm just gonna. That's pure ferrite. Why am I mining this? Never mind. Well, we've started, so we'll finish. Whoops, a little bit of stutter there. Right, some ferrite dust and paraffinium there. Just keeping an eye on my environmental protection. I'm just starting to run out, so if I'm not careful, I can hear the sentinels nearby now. So, oh no, that's plants. That's it. Well, okay, we'll just right. Let's just get back into here. Ooh. Right, I've now filled up the entire ship. Great. I think we can send that to the starship, and then that will let us make the. Oh, great! I still only got enough. Let me see. It's a suit technology. Right, we got a battery, and we got that. That will free up a bit more space. Hey, stand still. I want to scan you. No, I shouldn't really get too far away from my ship, just in case. But we'll be okay. Famous last words. Scan some plants. 41,000. More ferrite dust there. I think a couple more, and that should be it. You're doing quite well. Tempted with that paraffinium. Not paraffinium, cadmium. Right, let's just make one of those. And we can now make the soul engine. And what do we need for the mine art? We need some wiring looms and some glass, which we should be able to do by finding a coal planet. But I don't really want to hang around here. Let's analyze this. And we've got some more ferrite dust. I should have analysed that in the first place, didn't it? I know some of you would probably be screaming at the screen, saying I should have done that. While I'm here, because the odds are, oh great, he's kind of hanging around. If I stand here, I'm just going to, yeah, thank you game. What I want to do is see if I can pick up a drop pod. Soon I've got the nothing found. Ah, oh, you cheating game. Okay, nearby structures. Oh, that was a waste. What have we got over there? Stress beacon. Right, in compensation, we're going to go and check out the distress beacon. How far away is that? A couple of minutes. Yeah, that was a bit of a cheat, wasn't it? I've been saving that drop pod detector up for some time, and then they stole it. Okay, here we are. And it doesn't look like there is anything here at all. Thank you, game. Well, we'll drop down and check it out. I'm starting to dislike this planet intensely. Yep. And the sentinels are on us straight away. Got navigation data. Nothing found. I think this planet's a little bit of a bust, actually. Right, we've got Starship launch stuff, which I don't use. Got a distress beacon. I don't think we're going to get anything out of this. Distress beacon. Search car. This vessel resembles the first ship I ever flew, the one which I awakened. It seems to belong to a fellow traveller. The ship's logs reveal that they never made it to the stars. Their vessel was caught in an electrical storm shortly after awakening and spent their whole life trying to fix it. They were too afraid to take off. They died alone within their vessel. I found the scattered remnants there. Okay, search the hold. I don't know how you can search the hold of a ship that isn't there. I search the ship and find valuable cargo. That is a little bit weird. We are going to scan the... I mean, this can't be a starter planet because it's got cadmium on it. You don't start on a planet with cadmium on. The game doesn't let you. Well, seeing we're here, we might as well make a bit of cash. Scanning. Scan the plants up. There's another one there. And Gravitino balls, where you can keep Gravitino balls. They're more trouble than they're worth. Oh well. Right, let's get up into space. Now I need to sell off some of this stuff, and to make the mind arc I need a wiring loom and some glass. I'm pretty sure I've got some frostwort down on my base. The trouble is we're in a system with no space station. Now there's two ways out of this. I can warp to a new system, or there is a little bit of a trick which we can use. I'm just going to summon in the Nexus, and while we're in the Nexus we can always check out the community mission and see whether it is actually active. Technically I am recording this on a Saturday morning, but it depends on where in the world they base the time, which is actually the start of a community mission. Well, they've got the community mission symbol on top, so we can do that. Wow, what's that? Never seen that before. Okay, let's just have a quick look. Restless Ancestors. Oh, so this is one of the mystery ones. Honeyed proto cake. Yeah, this is one of these missions that they don't actually tell you what's involved until you accept it. Yeah, as I say. And now, the other thing also I've forgotten to mention is that there has been a small update released, and the main reason I haven't paid much attention to it, and Zane did a quick breakdown for it, and it is very much related to community missions, and this is what's just reminded me. So we got swallowed by a star, investigate an anomalous region, 1,200. I'm a bit tempted, but at the same time I would just really want to finish the mind arc for the moment. And what we're going to do now is just get up into here. And I think as compensation for losing that drop pod marker, we're going to come in here and buy the exosuit upgrade. That's actually telling me that I've got... That's because I got some salvage data with me. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to spend the money on a cargo. We got 8 million. So we're just going to upgrade the cargo. And I've got a little bit of salvage data on me, so we can spend that. Let's see what we got. What's this? Now the message module here is one of the fixes that was introduced as part of the update that I was just talking about, because as Zane pointed out that this has been missing, so we're going to pick that up. Not that. And got teleport cable, advanced fiber designed to link one or more short range teleport. Oh well, we'll just unlock that. Just for the fun of it. I don't think communication station. I think we'll unlock that as well. I don't think I've got anything else now. do need to build an exocraft there. Watertight door. Unlock that as well. I think that's telling me that I've got nothing else I can do. And I've never had much luck with this, and this hasn't changed. And what we can do is go and talk to Helios and get some more nanites before we leave. So I'm just gonna just do this. Just gonna flip through this. We've all read it there. And give data on creatures. Thank you, little one. And we got 35 nanites. And we'll talk to him. There's no way you're getting my storm crystals. They're far more valuable than what you gave me last time. Going the wrong way. I was just about to leave here, but we're going to leave this in another way. What we're going to do is go straight over to here. And this is the reason why I summoned the anomaly. Now this is very much a one-way trip. You won't be able to come back. Well, I've found no way to come back. If any of you know a way back. Yeah. And we're just going to warp to going roaming. That will take us back to our base. And it means we can get out of this system without actually using any of our warp fuel. And of course, then more importantly, it will take us where we want to go. Where if I warped out, we would have worked warp, then had to go into a space station and then do something. Now, hopefully, I will have enough frost warp to do what I want to do, and I can't remember which one of the vaults this is in. Actually, there's ammonia in there. I could probably do with that ammonia. Geno ball. And, oh, come on, I know I've got some frost warp somewhere. Yeah, we've got 2 up. Ah, don't do this to me, game. I've had this before. It tells you that your inventory's full. It's a bit of a glitch. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quit and reload. So I'll see you in a minute once I'm back. First, we better drop a save first. Nearly made a mistake there. I was moving back on the Nexus and all that work I would have done. So I'm just going to quit and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. We are back. I just want to check something. I wonder if it's related to this. So if I put this back in the exit suit, what we should do now is, yeah, thank you, life systems. Right, we've now got the frost crystals. Sometimes I think it's when your ship inventory is full as well that the game seems to think it can't actually send anything back. And we're just going to suck a bit of that oxygen. And I've forgotten what we need for the mind arc. We need 3 glass. We should be able to make 3 glass. And we've still got a little bit of frost crystals left. Or not frost, yeah. I'm just going to drop that in there. And all we need now is some wiring looms. I don't think I've got any. Let's have a quick check through it again. Nope. And actually, what I will do is put the cadmium here. I'm just going to put the cadmium in the vault as well. I don't think there's anything else I need here. Probably got a bit too much of the. Actually, what I could probably do now is I can send the phosphorus to the high capacity because I need the phosphorus because I spend quite a lot of time on this planet and hot planets. So that's done. Is this ready? Yeah, yes. We're going to pick up the solar vine. These take such a long time to grow. I'm just going to pick these up and just to show you what we're going to do. Again, we need some more frost crystals to make those as well. But that's a project for another game. another video, sorry. I'm just going to shove that in there for the moment. We will come back to that. And what I need to do now is actually get to a space station and find some wiring loops so that we can get the mind arc installed. And I think what we should be able to do, if I come here, we will go to the system with the mission in it. I'm just going to tab forward. And hopefully they will have some wiring looms in it. Fine. Yeah, there we are. I'm going to buy 2 because there are, I mean, it is quite a common thing you can buy from the terminals. So, right, and we've now got a mind arc. I don't know why I'm carrying that. That should be in the starship. Still got 1 left over. So was that only required 2? Oh well, bit of a fail there. I'm not sure why I'm carrying the paraffinium with me. Should have dumped that. Actually, while we're at it, let's go in here. Should have done this while I was thinking about it. Sell off that and that. Make some space in the ship. And the mission is now updated, so bring the mind arc to Artemis. Activate the hollow terminus. Right. I think we're going to do that just to get this mission finished and moving on. So I'm just going to jump in the ship. Drop a save. Where's the hollow terminal? I think it's going to take us back to where we've been before. Ancient ruin looks familiar. Right, here we are. We are entering the atmosphere, coming down on the hollow terminal. Can't see a thing at all, which is not unusual for some of these planets. We're on another water planet. Seems to be a little bit of a theme for this, and I actually get the feeling that I'm actually upside down. That may have not helped with my landing. This looks like a pretty hostile planet. Okay, we'll just come in over the top. Oops. I knew I was going to hit those trees, but never mind. External toxicity. I knew I should have picked that ammonia up. We're in the middle of a toxic superstorm. Thank you. Okay, we've got a bit of a problem here. There's absolutely no point me doing anything until this storm passes. So I'm going to actually let's have a bit of fun. I haven't done this for a little while. Multi-tool's fully charged. So I haven't tunneled into the side of a mountain for a little while, but we might as well just demonstrate it, because being underground does protect you from storms. Right, I'm just going to top up the environment. I've got loads of sodium to protect things. I'm just going to... Looks like the superstorm has actually passed. Right. Time to run up the hollow terminal. I mean, I could make a battery, but I think I've got so much sodium, I don't think I need to worry too much. I've been caught on this one before. You actually end up falling off the side of it. And I'm just going to keep scaling the ladders. And here we are. Holographic comms tower. Hollow terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. Tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication across long distances. Tuned to Artemis. And what we should be able to do is Artemis should appear. There we are. Hello, Artemis. Use Mind Arc. Activate the Mind Arc. I do not know what to expect. Some show of light and fury. Some catharsis where Artemis emerges in flesh restored to life before my eyes. It's not to be. One moment I see the hologram and the next there is nothing. The stranger who gave me the blueprint beckons me over. Their signal's still active. So, and here's Noel. Wow. Travelers are a dream, an idea that we have some special place in the universe. Artemis had it, you had it, Apollo too, though they would conceal it. Even I had this dream long ago. We are countless, my friends, walking these worlds, yearning for friendship. No one wants to be alone, not truly. But the closer you get to others, the more you risk hurting yourself, hurting them. The deepest secret of the universe is not that of the glass, of the Aerons, the progenitors. It's the final act, the decision to abandon those who need you. It's the primal sin, the foundation of existence itself. Go to the stars, traveller. Your friends wait for you. They will help you bring peace to poor Artemis. Return when you've finished. We have much to discuss. Okay. Seek help. Seek help for the next step. Null the stranger. Seek help for Artemis. Which probably means we've got to go up into space. And we're just going to. Wow! I hit the platform on the way down. Oh, that was terrible. I'm not having the best of days today. I think I've got most of the stuff around here. Magnetized ferrite deposit. We got some buried technology. I think I want to pick that buried technology up before we leave. I mean, it's pretty close, so we might as well take advantage of the situation. Yeah, thank you. Definitely going to have to pick up some ammonia. There's a knowledge stone there as well. You can see there was a creature there. There they are. And we're going to scan the creature. Well, we'll get that. Wait, cut it out. And distance. And of course, if I actually. Yep. Oops. Unidentified plant. There's a creature over there. We certainly want him before we leave. I'm aware that there's a storm coming in. We don't have very long. We've got to kind of cut and run. Ah, it was probably in that lake. Water creatures have a nasty habit of appearing and disappearing. Right, you're there. Yeah. Let's see if we can get these. When we're a bit of a long way away from the lake. Right, this is getting a little bit shaky. Yes, I know. Oh. Yeah, thank you. I'm getting a little bit sloppy again. I think that will rebuild. I'm just going to get up into space. Bring Artemis to Nada. A copy of Artemis to be stored in a Mind Arc. So I would guess, I'll throw out a scan first. Sometimes that triggers a message. I think what we're going to have to do is summon in the anomaly again. I think I'm going for a record number of anomaly summons in one video now. I'm just going to shoot into here. I'm just going to jump out, and we'll go up and see Nada. Oops. And here is Nada. Just going to... Friend entity, Polo observed your signal approach, but it was anomalous. The signature was from the wrong time. Well, are you well? Not incomplete, not fading. Nada's visor light flares, burning with concern and distress. Reveal the mind arc. I tell Nada about Artemis, about Null, and about the Mind Arc. It glows brightly as I reveal it. It is Echo. I never thought to see a traveller's soul. You are so beautiful. But friend entity, this Artemis, Echo is in pain, disconnected. This arc is no rescue. Ask why. Artemis, Echo will never have body again, will never explore again. Old life gone, but we can help them. My Nada has a machine. No, not machine. It is something living, a refuge. There is a choice. You may upload Artemis Echo to the machine to sub-simulation where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo end suffering. So this is the first step in the decision. We can ask about the simulation, ask if there's another way, which we know there isn't. But say we have decided. Go and speak with Polo, Traveller. They will help you calibrate the machine no matter what your decision. Whatever you do, I am proud of your compassion. You are a traveller friend. Right, where is Polo? So we're just going to download Specialist Polo. Nada told me what you need to do. Just know, friend, that we support you no matter the choice. I will prepare the machine. It is Nada's friend's private refuge. Please treat it with care. This is them. Please decide at Nada's private terminal. Oh yeah, we got to come up here. So, just going to... And this is the terminal that was in the game before Beyond. And we're just going to click on here. Machine is ancient and powerful, a relic of a world long since destroyed. Craft is extraordinary, is clearly tended to often and with great love. I feel whisper, Nada's faint hum over the speaker as they commune with the machine. The words on the panel unscramble themselves. Nada entity authorized detected secondary simulation, right enabled. This relic is a simulation of a solar system, a prayer offered by ancient Korvax to the Atlas, now reshaped at the heart of the anomaly. Single false solar system, so dear to Nada, it will act as a home for Artemis should you wish. So we got the choice of uploading Artemis to the solar system or allowing Artemis to die. I think in the first part of this playthrough I let Artemis die, so I think this time we're going to let Artemis live and we're uploading. I upload Artemis to the simulation, a spark of blue light blazing through the air before me. It fades after a moment, disappearing into the depths of the machine. Nada tells me that it is done. For my sake, they will permit transmissions to and from the simulation, at least while the anomaly passes through safe systems. They warn me that Artemis will need some time to grow adjusted to their new life. It says, speak to Nada and Polo if you wish to return to space, then when ready to continue. So let's have a quick check at the mission. Yeah, return to space and contact Apollo. Continue to investigate Null. I don't think that gives me anything as such. I think just to wind the video up, what we're going to do is we're going to return to space and let Apollo know of Artemis's fate. We're just going to... I'm just going to run through here. They're probably going to send us back to the Hollow Terminal again. going to jump over this and go over that area there. Of course, we're going to drop a save because this is quite an important part of. Where's my ship gone? Why did it eject me back here? Ah, thank you, game. Okay, incoming message. Are you receiving? Hollow Terminus is showing available again. Your signal was thought you were gone. It is a relief to hear Apollo again. It feels like you have not spoken in a long time. Explain. I tried to recount the experience to Apollo as best I can. The gateway, the strange planet, the vast machine, the crimson orb. As I talk, I realize the memories of themselves are unstable. I cannot form them in my mind. It is just a dull, aching red. I tell Apollo that I think I saw Atlas itself. You saw it, you met the Atlas, the Gek, the Korvax, they worship it as a god. I never thought it was real, never thought. You are alright, I can't imagine why you've gone through that. Say it was just a machine. I tell Apollo of the things that Atlas said, how I spoke of travelers and sentinels if they were protocols not living. The way it views us, the way it looks at me, I felt as if life and death were just fragile dreams, not real concepts at all. At least it didn't harm you, but I think there's something in what you just said. The Korvax pay homage to the Sentinels precisely because they believe that to be the servants of this Atlas. You should investigate further. This machine will lead us to the Sentinel nest. You will be rich before you know it. Agree. I tell Apollo I agree. Perhaps the Sentinels and the Atlas are linked. Perhaps this is the path we need to take. But there are other factors now in play. I tell Apollo of Artemis' grave and my encounter with the mysterious traveller Noel. Artemis is dead? I don't. How? Who would? I know I made fun of them, but that was easy. They cared, they believed, and what has happened to them? Where have you buried Artemis? I want to say goodbye if I can. Tell him of the choice. I tell Apollo that Noel gave me a way of saving Artemis to restore them to a form of life. Apollo is initially excited at the prospect of going to meet Artemis, but I explain the nature of what I did. I tell them that Artemis' soul lives only within a simulation, unable to go beyond. Ask if this was right. It is a long time before Apollo speaks again. Will they be happy? Say you hope so. You did the right thing, you tried, whatever you might be feeling right now, know that you are a good friend. I have to go through the portal and join you. There is much to clear. We just need to figure out the right glyphs, the right addresses, for the world of yours. Find a monolith, search for patterns in the data. These things are machines. We simply need to understand their code. So that was a very long conversation. And where on earth are we? Is locate a monolith. We're just going to throw out a scan. Right, we've now got ley lines. We've got incoming hostiles. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to drop down on the planet so I can drop a save, because I think this is where I'm going to wind the video up. Oh, I've got to try it. So just going to come here. And just gonna I've got to go for it, guys. Yeah, I like that. Now, it's going to be totally impractical, but I'd love to build a base up here. Look at that gold deposit. Is that a gold deposit? Oh, that's pretty awesome. I've got to get a bit higher, I think. A bit. Left shift. And On that note, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.